More Americans are becoming dependent on buy now, pay later services to fund their lifestyles. Let's dive into it. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Frank Talks Money. Real quick, I just need one favor, guys. Remember to smash that like button. The more likes the video receives, the more the algorithm will share the video with more like-minded people like you and me. Now let's get right into the content. Guys, buy now, pay later services had their best day yet on Cyber Monday of 2024, with consumers spending a record-breaking $991 billion using buy now, pay here services. With holiday shopping now in full swing, U.S. consumers are making more purchases using these services, which is better known as buy now, pay later. So far in 2024, buy now, pay later spending in the United States has outpaced prior years. Consumers spent a total of $75 billion with buy now, pay later in 2023, up from $65 billion in 2022, a 14% increase. Man, Americans just love to spend. We just love to spend. And what I've noticed now I know some individuals who have used buy now, pay later services, but they don't use it all the time. But I know other individuals who just use it just to fund their lifestyle, buying clothes, shoes, taking trips. Right now, you can do anything and use a buy now, pay later service. This is right now just getting ridiculous. These type of services are what's keeping Americans broke. Just adding more payments. That's all you're doing, just adding more payments and keeping yourselves broke. Experts caution that while these services can offer flexibility, they also carry financial risks, especially for young and the financially constrained consumers. Retailers across markets have increasingly adopted the buy now, pay later options because they convert window shoppers into big purchasers to check out with fuller carts, according to a recent study. Buy now, pay later payment plans especially influence shoppers who usually would spend more money and the ones that are relying on credit cards. A consumer researcher and associate professor at the University of Leeds in England said, the seemingly financially constrained individual, the one that's in credit card debt, and the big window shopper tend to have the largest increase in spending. Users of buy now, pay later services are more likely to face financial hardships and have credit card debt. Hey guys, if you're still here, hit that like button for me, guys. Remember, guys, please hit that like button. Buy now, pay later shoppers are more likely to be unable to pay some of their bills and be concerned about making ends meet as the year goes on. More than twice the percentage of buy now, pay later users had lost government benefits, relocated because of housing costs, experienced a natural disaster weather event, or were evicted in the past year. Buy now, pay later users also tend to be younger. More than half of being Gen Z and millennials reported by buy now, pay later services. Buy now, pay later appeals to young people who are hesitant to incur credit card debt or may struggle to get approved for credit cards, and also those who are carrying credit card debt. While consumers perceive buy now, pay later services to be a safer alternative to credit cards, experts warn they carry risks using this service. And guys, like I said, I've known people who have used buy now, pay later services just because they got in a pinch. But I also know individuals who are using buy now, pay later services to fund their lifestyles. That's what I see. That's what I have researched. But what these individuals don't understand is exactly what the article said. Risk. There's risk involved. For one, let's say you lost your job, you got terminated, you got laid off, you couldn't work. And then once these payments start to kick in, you can't make the payments. Then what happens? Then you have to start paying interest if you don't pay the purchase off in a certain amount of time, on agreed amount of time. Then interest will kick in. So now you have your regular living expenses, debts you already have, like credit card debt that most of these individuals have because they're maxed out on credit cards. So they're using buy now, pay later services. Then what if you couldn't work? These payments kick in. Now you can't make these payments. See, this is where individuals screw themselves because they don't take into account risks that are involved. We don't know what's going to happen down the future. We don't know what's coming around the corner. We don't know if we're going to have our job 6 months from now. We don't know if we're going to get fired a month from now. We don't know if we're going to get laid off 2 months from now. And I think this is where individuals are making risky decisions by using buy now, pay later services. There's risks involved, guys. We don't know what's coming around the corner. Young people are not only more likely to use buy now, pay later services, but are more likely to encounter issues when they do. About 25% of Gen Z and 35% of millennials using buy now, pay later services have experienced an issue with the services, compared with 68% of baby boomers having no issue with the services. Guys, again, this is where I think we just got to become more financially responsible. If you don't have the money to buy an item, don't buy it. When you use buy now, pay later services, you are taking on more debt. People are using buy now, pay later services for vacations. People are using buy now, pay services for car repairs. People are using buy now, pay later services just to shop. People are using this service to fund their lifestyle because, again, Americans want instant gratification. Instead of saving the money, we go and take out more debt to fund our lifestyle. Come on, guys, we got to do better than this. We got to think better. Guys, stop taking on more debt, or you are going to continue to be broke and struggling. I don't know any other way to put it. If you keep taking on debt, you are going to stay broke and keep struggling and not be able to build any type of sustainable wealth. So, guys, that's my rant on buy now, pay later services. Please remember to like the video, share the video, and most important, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Frank Talks Money. And with that, guys, remember, financial decisions you make today will impact your financial life tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Frank Talks Money. I am out.